Hello, tacticians. It's Nox here, and it is the final day of the second chance you have to unlock or complete Ragnar Blackmane. Now, here you can see I've got 195 out of the 200 shards, so I'll be finishing it off with Blackstone. But we're not here to talk about Ragnar. We're here to talk about the Explainer, and more specifically, the Guild War rewards. But before I get into that, I want to say my thank yous, and today they go to Foxinator, Tim of the Year, Lateralis, and Mongo Smash. All of you have used my friend code, and it is very much appreciated. So thank you once again. Now, let's have a look into why I'm a bit upset with these guild rewards, and why I think everyone out there shouldn't be a Guild Wars Karen. So let's start with the positive. They're talking about Guild Wars in the Explainers, and it is sounding great. And since the mode is brand new and they've got some plans in the works for overhauling the shops in general, this is the first round of rewards they're giving is very cautious. So basically it's only going to get better. They expect to make lots of additions and changes, and on top of that we need information, so obviously that means they want us to play. They've got a good guess as to how much money and therefore what we'll be buying as it goes into the economy, but they don't really know until we've actually had a play and start buying things. And all of that is well and good. And they're saying here that we can also help them figure out how to tune the rewards by doing as well as we can in the Guild War. And I imagine all of us will, because those rewards include characters and Diamond 3 upgrades. And then we get to the bit that I am the most worried about, and where I think there really does need to be a massive overhaul. Kills earn war credits, which you can spend in the war shop. Each character kill gives 30 war credits, but note that kills after a wipeout no longer give war credits. So if your guild completely steamrolls the enemy and the mode loops back around, you'll not earn any additional credits this way. So let's pause for a second. So this is fine, as it means people won't run away and get so many more credits than anybody else. What's not so great is because we have 10 attacks each, there are going to be some players out there, let's call them Karen, it's a good name, and we all know what that implies, who will basically use their 10 attacks as early as possible to get all what they would consider their credits. So what have they done? Well, they've split it into multiple phases where you've got a preparation phase and then the war phase. And the war phase, because of how this is lined up, will alternate between an AM and PM, which will, I guess, help mitigate the Guild War Karens from taking all of the easy kills to get the maximum amount of credits. The problem this has, of course, they will still do this. There will be people in your guild who will not get any credits for kills because they're working, they're asleep, or any other possible reason that could come to mind. And as much as I would like to say that everyone will give everyone a chance to get their kills in the first loop, it's not going to happen. These Guild War Karens are out there and they will use all 10 to get the maximum number of credits. And why is this? Well, with 10 attacks, you can get a maximum of 50 kills, which is, of course, 1,500 credits. And winning a war only gives between 300 and 600. So you can see why they're doing it. They want the currency to themselves so they can upgrade their characters. And we all want this currency. And yes, you should be upset about this. And this then gets multiplied by 6 because, of course, 6 wars. There is a number of simple solutions. They've obviously tried to mitigate it, as I said earlier, by alternating when the war actually starts. But what you could do is put all the kills into a pot and divide it by the guild equally. Possibly the nicest way there is, because it is a guild war and everyone's success means everyone gets equal rewards. And why wouldn't you want to help out everyone in your guild? Another way is to cap how many credits that an individual can get on the number of attacks they have. So only the first 5 attacks will get them credits. And again, this is a possible way. You pop up a warning saying this attack will not get you any more credits. The problem here is people will still attack, even though they're not getting credits, because, you want to wipe them out completely. And this is your only chance you've got to attack, because either you're going to sleep or you're going to work. So I believe that this particular part needs to change. However, I don't think they can change it until they do another release of the game. And so for this Guild War, it's going to be staying as it is. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But let's be honest, that probably is the way it's going to be. So I still urge you to do the best in the Guild War, but don't be Karen. Don't try and take everything for yourself. Try and work with your guild and do the best for everyone. After all, if everyone in your guild starts leveling everything up, it makes everything else easy. You'll do more damage against the guild raid bosses. You'll be more successful in the next war if you work together. If you find out you have a guild full of Karens, well, you can move guilds. There will always be people out there looking for new members who are willing to work as part of a team. Or, if you're the guild leader, you've got the option of booting them. The problem is, of course, you want a full guild to go into the guild wars with. So this part really, really needs to change. So we've talked about the bad. Let's carry on with some nice bits. We will get a free Legendary XP book every Sunday. Okay, how about one every day during the Guild War? That'd be nice. And they're making sure that Morgan Ra and Rotbone, two very good characters, are going to be in there. And the third character is to be decided at this time. Now, I don't know who they're putting in. They've not told me, but my mind goes to the Dark Angels. They always said they will release Dark Angels as a special type of release. I could easily see a new character coming out for this, and that character being a Dark Angel. Now, which Dark Angel it could be, there are data mines out there if you want to look at those, but I don't know. However, I think it is a very good way to get people excited about this new mode and people trying their best. And again, this goes back to the currency. We really need a better way to make sure everyone gets the currency so everyone can get the new character. And one character shard is worth 180 war credits. So I decided to do a little maths, and assuming I'm correct, the number of Guild War credits which are needed to unlock each rarity is now shown. As I said, this is pure speculation. I have no idea if they're actually going to do it, but it does make sense. In the explainer, they then go on about explaining what happens to a legendary character when you unlock it in the second of the 3 legendary releases, or indeed if you unlock it in the first, I guess, and you use them in the Onslaught, but when you honour them, you don't get anything. The reason for that is basically you are not yet able to get shards for them because you have to own, the only way you can get it is through playing the legendary event. So if that was your hope to get Ragnar up, unfortunately he will be staying as he is until after the last legendary event for him. And then they talk a bit about the data mining, and if you want to find people who talk about that, feel free. I'm not going to go into it here. If you like these videos, then it would be much appreciated if you at least think about using my friend code, as it really does help me out. Or if you or your guilds are looking for a new home, please reach out to any of the guilds shown, as we'll always welcome new people into our midst. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the battlefield.